Yeah, sometimes when I'm really tired and I type, I go into buckwheat speak. Okay. Happy New Year from Washington State. Love and respect. What's up, Steve Henderson? Chopper Town in the house. John Frew. Good to see you here, buddy. Brandon Solomon. Where are you watching from? Alexandri. He's sleep typing too. Boanote. Happy New Year from Walla Walla, Washington. Doug Roquette. Swansea, Mass in the house. I was just in Swansea, Mass. But hey, you know that. Kind of Swansea. Sort of. Where the hell was I? What day is it? Awesome weekend, man. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Unfortunately, I came in like my ass was on fire tonight, so I don't have any video prepared. I do have a couple pictures. You can see the results of the entire day of filming at Petoniak's Custom Cycles. Sasha, what's up, buddy? Sasha of Sasha Cycle Sturgis. Rob Nussbaum in the house from Boontown. 2.5 minutes, we're going live with ShopTalk. Stick around. This is our once in a while thing that we do, call-in show. Heather's going to put up the link right in the comments so you guys can zoom in if you want and join the show. We only do this once in a while. Boise, Idaho, good to see you, man. Medford, Mass in the house. Happy New Year to you too, brother. Florence, Oregon. All right, all across the country, you guys are piling in. We're just 2 minutes out. Poppy Broyles, what's up, buddy? Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Muskegon, Michigan. Good to see you. Maria Rail, what's up? So good to see you. Newport News, Virginia. So many familiar names here, man. This is the best. Just a minute out and we're going live. I'm starting to remember what day it is. I think it's Tuesday. No, it's Sunday. We're doing ShopTalk. Man, it's going to be a long show. Get ready. Rudy in the house. Lots of scammers in here tonight. No. Listen, if anybody's sending you any requests for anything, we don't do any of that, so it's all a scam. One man with us early. Good to see you here, man. All right, 16 seconds left. I guess that means it's time to get this one out of the station, up on the tracks, and go live with ShopTalk. Here we go. Okay, scooter tramps and chopper jockeys all across the land. It's 9 p.m. 9:01. That's as close as I've been in a long time. 9:01 on the East Coast here. It means it's time for another episode of Shop Talk. I'm your host for this evening, Chris Callen from the Cycle Source Magazine World Headquarters. 50 floors. That's right, 50 floors. Say it with me, Mark. 50 floors below the street level.
Better shut up.
The Dennis Kirk Motorcycle Studio. Mark, what's up with you, man? It's
the
new year.
It's Monday.
Is
it really the new year? I mean, what's
is.
different about today than yesterday?
This right here. That's my new boing sound effect.
I like the other ones you were playing earlier. Can you play a few of those?
Yeah, hang on. This one here, I love. This is my other new sound effect.
Oh shit! It looks to me like the best part of you ran down to crack your.
Well, no, that was the wrong one.
That was it.
Jesus.
So, what'd you do for New Year's?
Oh man, I'm so lame. Like, I just sat and watched TV. You know, it was like a car wreck watching, because typically you put on the Dick Clark New Year's Eve thing with Ryan, what's his shit. And you just,
him or the other.
And you look over every once in a while. I could not stop staring at the television because it was bands that I had never heard before playing to an audience of like three people here, 2 people here.
Oh yeah, they had the little cattle thing set up, didn't they?
Was
ridiculous. I was asleep by
ridiculous.
10, so I couldn't really tell you what happened.
It was ridiculous.
But I do remember seeing the pictures of little cattle set up, and yeah, wow, what a odd New Year.
Here, this might be the right sound, the new sound effect.
Your mama's ass and then.
No, that's not it.
What is your major mouth?
That's it.
We're
That's
keeping that one. Oh yeah, so I hope you guys had a great New Year. Heather's still up in New Hampshire, where it is now snowing like a son of a bitch.
I'm in my mom's basement.
Mom, meatloaf. Okay, you up the steps. Mom, meatloaf.
So we went up to New Hampshire to spend New Year's with the family, and then I went to Rich Petoniak's for a little episode of Grease and Gears Garage. It was awesome, but like I said, I got here just in time.
You drove through like a blizzard to get there today.
Dude, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous across Pennsylvania today and even into New York. But we had a great episode of Grease and Gears Garage that we filmed. I didn't get any clips together for tonight, so you guys will see that next week. But this was from our interview segment. We did a whole teardown and inspection on the Twisted Tea shovel head motor that we're going to be using. I was made, after we did the filming, there was a little after party with a group of Rich's guys called the Deplorables. Maybe you guys have seen their post, but I was made an honorary deplorable, which is awesome.
Do you have to smoke a cigar to get that shirt?
You had to eat it.
Indirectly, because there was like 53 people inside of this place drinking and smoking cigars, and like by the end of the night, it got pretty heavy.
It was in your pores, right?
All I'm gonna say is, this face says to me, my can is empty and it's your fault. So yeah, it was a good time though. Like, seriously, great bunch of guys up there. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with us at the end of the day. And we got a lot of great footage tonight. However, we have a call-in show, which we almost never do, right?
Oh boy.
I'm secretly hoping that there's a few people that I want to call in because I want to put a face with a name, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
that always backfires. Just
like
we're gonna start off with a familiar face and go right to our first.
We already have one?
Our first guest, yeah.
Really? Who is it?
Hang on for a second. It's a surprise, damn it.
damn surprise guest.
Damn you, Heather.
Jeez,
I like
Napoleon.
surprise.
Jane, you ignorant slut. So I forgot to take the lower thirds out. Here. So our first guest, welcome to the show. Yay!
Marilyn!
What? There's no clapping. No. What happened to the crowd?
Yay!
Maryland deserves a crowd.
Marilyn, how
Everybody, Happy New Year.
you
Happy New Year
too?
to you too.
How was your New Year's?
Pleasantly quiet. No COVID in my life at this moment, so that's all good.
Yeah, right. Boy, it seems like we're still in for a long haul with that one.
Oh, sorry you're having bad weather up there. I know what that's like coming across New York and Pennsylvania. I used to go back and forth between Syracuse, right along Lake Erie and down to the
Yeah.
Berg, and that was not fun.
When it wasn't so bad, but I started off, my day started at 6:30 this morning at Rich's place, and we still had to do filming. So that drug on for a little bit. And then, when I got in the truck, everything was great, man. I was, 80, 85 miles an hour, hauling ass. And right about halfway through New York, it turned to shit. And all of a sudden I was doing 40, and it got worse and worse.
I know. I think it added 2 hours to your trip today.
Oh, yeah. 2 anyway. So you have some interesting news to share with us, right?
Well, because it's news for you too. It really isn't technically announced yet, so there's a little bit of a scoop. Jeff Nager and I have done these flying piston builder breakfasts up at the Buffalo Chip in Sturgis each year now. This will be our 7th coming up. And we were talking to Mandy and Shelley Rossmeyer. They have that wonderful pavilion down there. And back in the day when Darcy Betleck and I worked on those builder breakfasts, we had them there at the pavilion at Rossmeyer's, and it was just a great venue.
Yeah,
so I was looking through some older pictures and thought, wouldn't it be fun maybe if we could try that again? So we're going to, details still to be determined, but I think on that first Sunday of Daytona Bike Week, we're going to have a Flying Piston Charity Builders Breakfast. And
right on.
Because Rossmeyer's is a Harley-Davidson dealership, they have come up with the idea to get some builders together to customize the Iron E's, the little bicycles that are, you got it right there, that guy. And it's just super cool because we haven't tried this before. So we were tasked with trying to get together, like 5 builders pretty quickly. And our happy host this evening, Chris Callan, stepped up immediately. In fact,
me and Mark,
Heather said yes in a text, and he's already thinking of what he's going to do.
Me and Mark count as one. That can't count
one
as
brain.
2. Yeah.
Sometimes not even one brain.
And if you spend some time with us, I'm not lying about that.
That was a compliment. One brain.
How about it, man? She got straight to the nut shot. Pow!
Yeah.
I love you.
She's from Pittsburgh.
That's what I was going to say. Sometimes I forget you. This is where you come from. So,
yeah, and me and Marilyn come from the same neighborhood too. So
really,
shit could get deep. You get us in the same room together.
That's exactly right.
So we were talking about this thing in pre-show, and it's actually pretty cool. And you would expect this to be some serious money, right? For these little Iron E bikes.
Oh yeah, they're pricey.
No, they're really
they are
not.
For sure.
I didn't think that was that bad of a price at all.
And in fact, I think they're sending us the 16 brushless, which is a little higher retail than that even.
Yeah, I really don't think that's a bad price for that. If you consider everything that's out there today, and
it's worth anything to get kids on 2 wheels at a young age.
Absolutely.
That's a bargain.
At least out of the house.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I was going to say. If you can get them outdoors, I'd pay twice that money just to see kids outside.
For sure.
So, Marilyn sent me the text asking if Chris would be interested in doing it. First of all, there's 2 people in the world Chris can't say no to. Michael Lichter and Marilyn Stout.
Oh, dang. I'm happy to know that.
Right? So it doesn't matter. She'd be like, can you stand on your head upside down and build this bike while you paint a painting and play the guitar? And he would try and do it and probably figure it out. Just
listen, that comes from good tutelage, because over the years I have seen Marilyn work more ticket booths, registration tables, cleanup details.
Oh yeah.
I've always seen that. That was my example. Marilyn is always.
We do it all, guys, right? Yep. You got to do it from the ground up.
That's it.
Don't forget your roots.
What's so great about it is, as soon as he said yes, Marilyn, he knew exactly what he was going to do.
That's awesome.
He did, and he was like, okay, reach out to this person and see if they can make it this small and this, and I'm like, how did you know this was coming?
It's got a 70s chopper. I knew immediately. I was like,
I love it.
Right?
And I have to tell you, Chris, once we had you signed up, it's what they call, I guess, in late night, a get, right? So we had our get, and we told everybody else we already had Callan, and they jumped right in.
Those poor bastards.
So go over some of your other builders that we can talk about, because we're gonna have a bunch of them on the show here coming up pretty soon.
Oh, cool. Yeah. course, Tabor Nash from the Limp Nicky Lot days. So he's going to be fun. And he's got a pile of kids, so he kind of knows what they want. And then we got Evan Favaro to agree. And that's just big because he's, super creative and never runs out of ideas. So he's excited about participating. Wendell Turner. Turner Cycle Shop. The cool thing about that is he has that whole vintage vibe going on. So I feel like he's going to come up with something pretty stellar. And then Scott Climan from Conquest Cycles down in Boca Raton, Florida.
Yeah.
You might remember him. He did a lot of Victory Customs back in the day, and he did some based on kind of American muscle cars. So that could also be an interesting take on the Iron E.
Mark, you do realize that Evan's coming to this show, so that means his bike's not going to have wheels. It'll be like
it'll fly.
Big paddles that it'll actually fly through the air on paddles that that it won't.
And it'll be drunk.
He's gonna make it bourbon powered, right? No, it's a kid's bike.
Good possibility.
For kids, you can't make it. What's wrong with you?
That's what I said. But no, I thought immediately for Evan, the metal fabrication that he's probably going to do for this is going to be outstanding.
Yeah, that kid's pretty much an
He's
artist.
So talented.
Absolutely. Well, cool,
For
man.
sure.
As this comes along, we definitely want to have you guys back on, have some of the builders, and maybe we can even get some sneak peek progress pictures and so talk about how this thing goes down though, real quick, and what happens with the bikes and everything in the end of it.
Well, they will be unveiled that morning at the breakfast, and we'll be selling tickets probably for $20 or $25 on the Rossmeyer Harley Davidson website for people to come and attend this event, have breakfast, meet the builders, and then in addition to the 5 Irony custom builders, we'll be inviting legacy builders in the industry, which was the original basis for the builders breakfast, because it kind of made a community or build a network where people who might not often have the opportunity to talk to these people direct could actually, meet them, shake hands, pick their brain about projects they're working on, that kind of thing. So we haven't lined all that up yet, but expect a big time. And it'll be that Sunday morning from roughly 9 until, we always try to wrap it up at 11:30 and do a big group picture. It always goes till noon. So we should just be realistic and say till noon.
What a great way to kick off the rally. I mean, I love that, especially coming out of 2020 where most everything had the kibosh put to it. I think it's going to be a great way to welcome everybody back.
And I should say, too, that the money we raise is going to go to the local elementary school, the one that's closest there to the dealership. I think it's Osceola Elementary. And
nice.
Mandy is working with the principal there to develop a phys ed program where the kids learn to ride bikes as part of PE.
Right on.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
Really good people. Rossmeyer's putting themselves out for this. I mean, just recently we had Rhett on and the stuff that they're helping him do, and it seems like at every turn they're getting involved with this. But if you guys have never been to these, honestly, some of my fondest memories were from the Builders Breakfast in Daytona back in the heyday when it was just lines of guys that you stood there going, oh my God, all these guys in the same place at one time. So I'm super excited to see where this goes.
I'm going to dig up some pictures from those days, and I'll get them to you guys for future shows. And maybe we can get Shelly and Mandy on here, too.
Right on.
Oh, that would be outstanding.
Real quick before we cut you loose, I want to tell you that Mr. Bashline says, hi, Stumpy.
He's the only one that's allowed to call me that.
All right, well,
I
listen.
wasn't going to say that out loud because I'm like, I'm sure he's the only one that
you
can
have
say
to.
that.
It's Dawn. I admit everything that Dawn says to me, so everyone else has to be in for it too.
It's with affection, I know.
And what a great guy he is. So
yes, sir. Yeah. All right. Well,
thanks, guys. Appreciate the opportunity to chat with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Bye, Marilyn.
So that's going to be fun, huh?
Oh boy.
That's awesome. So for those of you that don't know Marilyn or are new to our show, she is actually she goes back a long way in motorcycle history, but she's the current purveyor of Iron Trader News. So you can follow some of her escapades over there, which I just threw a link up to her Facebook page.
And it does everything else also. She's been through it all.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
The lady is a trooper.
She's incredible. Like,
So we have another guest in, but I don't know if we have his audio. Let's see if we can. Who do we have with us here? I don't think we have your audio, brother. Okay.
Maybe not. Can you hear us now?
Connecting to audio. Can't hear you yet. Okay. We'll try back in a second. What were you going to say, Heather?
no, I was just going to say, one of the reasons that you can never say no to Marilyn is for a long time, she and Dennis were your mentors.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
However, you didn't listen very well. I love when she tells you the story about the advice she gave you. Run.
Yep.
Don't do it.
Well, you can still enjoy your life. You're a young man. And I was young then.
Back in the
25
day,
This
years
is what's
later.
happened. Yep.
it was not easy.
Hey, there he is.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
good yourself?
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for calling in.
That sounds like a Boston accent.
Dude, I was just going to say, I could probably guess the neck of woods he's from.
This is Brian. I'm from Swansea, Mass.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, Brian Pelletier, yes.
Yes,
Brian, you can
right across.
you can finally tell us the right way to say your name.
It's Pelletier.
Pelletier. So
Yeah,
there.
Mike did get it right last week.
Did he?
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny that it kind of became a mission of his to pronounce my name correctly.
It's so great to put a face with the name. What tell us what you have in your garage. What are you riding?
Right now I've got a 2006 Honda Vtx 1300.
Right on.
So that's the first bike I've had in a few years. So was it finally able to get myself a bike a couple of years ago and get back out on the road.
That's awesome.
Tell me.
What was your first bike ever?
My first bike ever was a 1965 Honda CB160
Right on.
Right on.
that my brother and I bought and used to just kind of ride around the woods. My brother still has it.
Tell me the coolest thing about Swansea, Mass.
I actually live right down in Ocean Grove. I'm right by the ocean. I got beach on either end of my street, and right across the street from me is the water. So it's a little small area, but right on the water, and watch some beautiful sunsets and nice short walk down to the beach.
Right on. So
That doesn't suck.
no, and I was just talking about, I was at Petoniak's place, and that's in what is he in Westfield or Southampton? So he lives like in a little waterfront community too, and it's kind of a cool thing and kind of sad at the same time. Like you're seeing all the little cottages that used to be there. People were coming in and buying like 3 and 4 of the cottages and leveling them. They're paying stupid money for each one of those properties and then putting great big houses on the lakefronts and stuff. And like that little, the Norman Rockwell kind of picture of the little cottages and the lake in the wintertime, all that stuff's disappearing for these gargantuan houses like McMansions,
A lot of that's going on here too. I mean, I'm in a little 650 square foot 1-bedroom cottage, and but a lot of same things happening down here. They're knocking down a lot of these small houses and putting up not so much huge ones because the lots down here are pretty small, but they are getting crazy money for them.
Yeah. So what's your plans for 2020, man? What do you have coming up for the year?
I got a few things I want to put on my bike, and I'm just hoping to get back into. I like to go on the weekends. I like to ride out to the different car shows and bike shows. That's my excuse to have a destination to go to. So a lot of those obviously got canceled last year. So that's what I'm kind of hoping that comes back and get out and do a little bit of riding around the state and go to a few of those shows.
Right on.
Where's your favorite place to ride?
Right about now,
North
I usually head out towards Westport. I grew up in Westport. So I like to, on a Sunday afternoon, just take a drive down and take a ride out by Horse Neck Beach and down by the water and back around.
Right on. Awesome. Do you ever get up into the mountains at all?
A little bit, not too much. Time constraints. Like obviously, like a lot of people, I don't get to get out as often as I'd like to. So usually it's more short rides than long ones. That's why I'm always jealous when I watch these programs and like listen to Coast to Coast and Cannonball and all of these.
Yeah.
Everybody's out bebopping around all over the country from one end to the other, and some of the coast to coast riders that they've got on there that just jump on the bike and ride 600 miles just to go change their motorcycle to go and participate in an event.
If you could ride anywhere on your motorcycle, where would it be? Like, where would you go to ride your motorcycle?
To be honest, like a lot of people, my dream would be one day to do a cross country.
Yeah.
But to do it with enough time that I could just do it and enjoy the ride. And
Right on.
That's it. Finding the time. That's the hardest part.
Man, there's
it's
nothing
a
like
lot
it.
of it trying to make the time.
It changes once you get out across the country and for that amount of time to do the entire coast to coast, and you see all the differences, the cultural differences, the landscape, everything that changes. Everything in your life changes after that.
Yeah, like figuring out where you want to move to next.
You trying to tell us something here,
No,
Mark?
no. I was actually telling somebody today on the phone about they just flew back from somewhere, and I said I'd never fly anywhere ever again because to me, part of the drives, to me, seeing the country, seeing like Chris said, seeing the people, seeing how people change and their lives change and the way they live, and there's nothing like driving across this country. Nothing replaces that. So,
right on.
And God knows we've done enough of it.
That's been one of the best things, though, about all of these cycle slush programs, though, is especially during all of this shutdown stuff, we've actually got to make that trip around the country, all the different shops and people that you talk to. They're in Arizona, and they're in Georgia, and they're in Tennessee and Colorado, and, you get to see a little bit of that, every different parts of the country.
Well, I sure appreciate that you saying that, man. It's been our great pleasure, and we're super proud of all of this stuff. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching all the time. Rob Lations does say, what does he say here about the car shows? I lost it.
At the Star Diner?
Star Diner, yeah.
Star Diner car
Diner.
shows. And he said, hook up with me and ride in our area, coffee at 177, sip and dip. So it looks like if you go back through the comments, you got a partner waiting.
All right, I'll definitely check that out.
All right, man, listen.
Good people. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thanks for calling in.
All right, guys, take care.
Awesome. So this is, see, Heather, you was worried about this? It's actually
no, that's okay.
I got people
I
waiting.
wanted Nancy Weems to come on, but she said it's hunting season. She's
Who?
worn out. Nancy Weems.
Oh,
She said she's worn out from hunting season.
I thought for sure we'd have her on.
I know. We're going to actually just have to schedule her to come on because, she doesn't miss anything. I love it.
Okay, look, we got a special guest for you right now.
Missy!
There's your BFF.
She's coming all the way. She's not my BFF. She abandoned me.
She turned her sound off. There she is.
I think you abandoned me.
No, you're the one that went and you're like, I don't like winter. I'm going to go to Arizona.
It's really warm here.
So Missy, your background hasn't changed since the last time we had you on the show.
Shocking.
I'm in my tiny house. Woohoo!
I like her shirt though. Hey Poppy B, did you see Missy's shirt?
Woo!
Ladies
yes,
love 80s.
Shovelheads rule.
That's right.
So I will say Missy is in Arizona, or it has been since Sturgis, but she doesn't she's been out riding her motorcycle. I gotta give her props for
a little bit.
For
I
going
had to
someplace
rebuild the
where she can ride
carburetor.
year-round.
Okay, Missy, stay on with us. We have a couple people waiting, so we're gonna bring a couple people on at once and see how this goes.
Okay.
You have a fan club,
All right.
Missy. Tom Banks.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
What's
Can I
up,
turn it
buddy?
this way?
There you go.
Is that better?
Yep.
That's way better.
All right. I'm just sitting here on the couch and I got about 25 notifications from all my homies saying to get the hell on Cycle Source. And
You have homies?
Well, I got a lot of homies. I saw Heather's post earlier, and I just I haven't done a Zoom call in a little bit since I learned how to do that with my 5th grader. So I haven't done one in a little while, but I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. But here we are.
What do you mean you haven't done one in a while? This is the only way any of us are talking anymore. How do you get off?
Well, I do the old teaching my kid and doing Zoom meetings every day, but I had to learn how to do it just like he did. Why is my thumb is in front of my camera?
Tom, you've become that old guy.
Hi, Tom.
No, I'm not. I am not that old guy. Damn it, don't say that.
Your thumb's in front of the
Your
camera.
thumb is in front of the camera.
How's this thing?
Well,
Yeah.
Turn your phone sideways, Tom. Move your thumb.
Just say sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches. Can't you leave an old lady alone, for Christ's sake?
Now I got to stand up because I look like Jabba the Hutt sitting on the damn chair there. There's my pretty Christmas tree still up.
We know Missy just rebuilt her carburetor. Tom, what have you been up to in the shop?
Well, yesterday for 12 hours, I worked on a special project. I got a one-off belt drive straightened out where the belt tracked true, and then I did a lower tank mount. I did left foot peg mount finish, right foot peg mount finish, master cylinder mount finish.
Well, aren't you just a little overachiever? Jeepers.
Well, I wasn't hungover yesterday, and I just figured I'd go in the shop at about 7:30 in the morning, and my wife went to her in-laws, her parents, and I just stayed in the shop all damn day and worked. It was fun.
So basically you had to make up for the day before.
Well, the day before was a total waste. We actually went, my step niece got married, which was really fun. I never thought I'd like a wedding on New Year's Eve, but we got there at 3 and we left there at about 10 and had every intention of coming home. And about the time we got home, my wife said, we can go over to so-and-so's house. And I said, oh, you're going to kill me, aren't you? And she said, no, let's go. So my daughter drove us up, and then we got a ride home with somebody else that was completely sober, believe it or not, but we didn't get home till 4 a.m.
Wow.
So that kind of blew my son, or I guess that was Friday. It blew my Friday pretty bad. So I'm old. Well, I'm not old. Damn it, I said it again.
Back to sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Bumpuses. Come over and get your goddamn dog.
I'm trying to get this special project off the lift. It's really close. I started building the exhaust yesterday afternoon too. And honestly, I've never tried to build a stainless exhaust. I don't weld. I don't TIG weld. So I bought a bunch of, actually I didn't buy them. My good buddy Toast from Toast Performance sent me a bunch of mistake bends in stainless. So I started cutting the bends up and making myself some pipes, and I'm just going to tack them, and then I'm going to see if I can graciously pack them in a box and send them back down to Danny and let him weld them up for me, because I don't TIG weld.
I'm getting tired just listening to all this crap you're doing.
I know, right?
I need
a
nap.
You need a nap. Listen to you guys. Oh, excuse me. You guys built a bike in a day and a half.
I just lost Rhett. Rhett, if you're still listening, I was just getting ready to bring you in with us, man. Call back.
Rhett. Oh, Rhett's a good dude. I love that guy.
Don't know Tom. Tom is Tom Kiefer of Franklin Church Choppers, out near Harrisburg, PA, and he's all right. We'll keep him around.
He's all right.
Hey Tom. Steve Broyle said, "Stop walking in circles. You're making them dizzy."
Right?
You need to stand still.
He does it every time he's on this.
I'm sorry, Steve. I always walk around. You know me by now.
Stop
Damn it! Stand still.
So
Stop it, Tom.
I walk around
lady
Steve
in the
while he drinks
bottom of the
coffee.
screen is Ashley Woodford from Mule Brothers and Sisters Racing. He's coming into us from the Phoenix Mesa area.
He's down the road
from Missy.
If you don't know Mule Brothers and Sisters Racing, you need to, because that's, Ashley and her husband Drew are doing some really cool work. But how you doing, Ashley?
I'm doing
Sebastian?
good. Just. Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. We're doing good. Just getting ready for racing season. Always looking for those sponsors. But trying to build me a
What's
faster
up,
bike.
Drew?
Chris says hi as you walked away. But yeah, we're building me hopefully a quicker, faster bike. Maybe getting that chopper going as well this year. Getting Drew up to that 240 mark, maybe faster.
Nice.
And the Big Brother bike.
Okay, whose audio's on? Wait a minute.
There's somebody we can hear their background.
Missy, do you have your headphones in?
I do.
Oh, I don't know.
I still have mine in.
Yeah, just
So Ashley, tell people a bit about Buell Brothers and Sisters Racing. Why, like, I mean, I already said that you guys are amazing with the program that you run, but tell
that
them
down.
what you do.
It was almost off.
They can hear you.
so it was Drew.
It was Drew.
It was.
Wow.
So Ashley's awesome. Drew, maybe not quite so much.
Right. So basically what we do is we obviously race ourselves, Drew and I. You can't see, he's over here. But we also have a program that's called the Experience Bike. So basically I'm one of the youngest, let alone Kayla Rivas out there. And we're trying to get more people into racing and get it in their blood. Because like I said, like I'm the youngest at 34, next to maybe 2 more people. So really what we do is we supply the bike. You get your hinder out there. You sign up for your AMA membership. Someone's watching TV.
Let me talk to the
friend.
You could always invest in a college fund.
Okay, who the hell is that?
Someone's going to school.
I love how Drew's creepy cat guy and like slides into the scene behind you.
Yeah, that's mine. And then basically like back to like the program of we basically get you through tech. So we give you that full experience of getting through tech inspection, getting you into leathers, you get your boots. We have helmets supplied by Builtwell, and gloves also supplied by Builtwell. And you get 1 to 2 passes depending on salt condition and weather. And we basically give you that first injection of the salt addiction that we all have.
Yeah,
and
buddy.
hopefully you come back on your own bike in a year or 2 and you join the club, more or less. Because once you do it, you don't want to stop.
Yeah.
Chris, that sounds like fun.
It was. Listen, I did the. Yeah,
sorry.
I did it on their experience bike, and after 8 years of going to the Salt Flats, it was my first time of doing my rookie run and everything, and it was a good thing that they had that there because my motorcycle failed tech, and it was the only way I was getting a ride on the Salt that
And it
year.
was leaking gas like a sieve because you needed that stupid itty bitty little
Yep.
O-ring that we could not find.
And then he gets the bike ready this year, and it was canceled. Wah, wah, wah.
But now I'm coming back with an electronic shifter. We'll talk about that another time.
Hey, are you required to have brakes?
Brakes are
Yeah,
so
I want to do
overrated.
it.
Yes, you have to.
Brakes
have
are
brakes.
definitely needed.
Missy, all you got to do is get there.
I know. We've been talking.
So
Yeah,
let's
she just hop in the truck.
let's talk to Josh Phillips for a minute.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
I'm gonna put
Hey,
you off
Josh.
to the side for a minute. How you doing, man?
Oh, not too bad. How are you guys?
Good. How was your New Year?
Pretty good. I
Yeah.
haven't seen you guys since I was on with Rhett there a while back.
I know.
Figured we'd give you some updates.
Oh, here he is. Here he
Chris,
is.
did you get that Pingle installed?
I didn't get it installed yet, no, but that's on the list.
With the other
It's on the
12,000 things.
Yeah.
There's Rhett. Hang on. I'm going to bring Rhett in with you.
Awesome.
Look how good I'm getting at this.
It's like you're a
Almost
pro.
like-
Brett, you're sideways.
Rhett, turn your phone sideways and back.
You're stuck.
You're crooked.
Well, it kind of makes sense, though, right?
Yes.
Right? He's
That's
always
how most
sideways.
people see him.
Yeah, he's
So-
on the wall.
Hey, just stand there like that. That looks great.
It's like he's riding. No big deal.
How we always see him.
He's going to get a neck ache.
I'm going to sit sideways on his desk so we really can figure it out.
Oh my gosh.
Rhett,
Did you see me?
yeah, just take your
Just lay on
phone.
the ground.
Just take your phone and turn it sideways and put it back, and it'll go wide.
Oh, what did I do? Am I upside down now?
Just turn your phone
Sideways.
sideways and put it back.
Hi, Rhett.
Hi. Heather.
Hi,
I finally
Rhett.
got my stuff all set up. Okay, he said turn it sideways.
There
Then
you
turn
go.
it back.
There you go.
And
Now
then
turn it
back.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you
There
go.
it is.
Hey, you guys.
Magnus.
Right.
Almost there.
Yay.
Hey, Magnus.
Here, we'll just
I
get
think I
everybody.
did
up.
it.
Wow,
Hey.
look, we got a crew in here, buddy.
Yeah.
Guess what I got in the mail today?
Oh,
I got a Rhett
What?
Rotten shirt in the mail today.
Did you?
Wow.
Yes, he
I
did.
did.
Tell us.
Which
I
one?
did. Well, I didn't want to spoil it till he got on and got his
Yeah.
phone straight.
It's funny if you say that right here. I don't know if you can see the. No, you can't see it, but
I can
Here,
see
wait.
it.
I've been trying to put together my artwork to paint my Tommy Kiefer Franklin Church Choppers canvas. So
Oh.
I've been stewing on that for the last couple months. You know, I think to paint that motorcycle on a canvas, even Chris will. I'll spend a week on that. So
Yeah.
Wow.
the time consuming of actually getting that motorcycle onto a canvas is the task with your logo versus just Franklin Church Choppers. So
Athena.
I'm working on it. I didn't
Athena.
expect to see you here.
Neither did
Athena.
I.
Athena, turn your phone sideways and back, and it'll give us the wide shot. It'll
I
fix
couldn't
it.
get
Anybody
a
else
I
feel
couldn't
like
get a
they're on the
word in
right
edgewise, but I was going to say, boy, that looks
Go
like
back.
Athena down there.
Go
Hi,
back.
Athena.
Now go back.
Hi.
Missy.
Now go back.
Hi, Rhett.
Yep, there you go.
Okay. Hey, check that out.
It kind of feels like the Brady Bunch.
Now you're a tech
I know,
wizard.
right?
Hey, dude, but
Look at that.
seriously, like this is something that we were talking about on like Coast to Coast on the last couple. We were saying like how great this has been that right before COVID, like in January last year, we would have guests on this show, and very rarely would they be video guests. You know, they'd mostly just be phone calls, and then all like overnight, everybody got hip with Zoom, and everybody got. You know, everybody was able to do this stuff. So it's a blessing. But then, you know, like the whole Brady Bunch thing. Alice, turn your mute off. Turn your mute off. Move your
If you'd
thumb.
have seen the first 5 days of homeschooling, I had every word in the alphabet in the dictionary, yelling and screaming in my house. It was crazy.
There's something to be said about mute too.
Yeah, you're not
And
kidding.
you say something and you do forget you're not on mute.
Oh,
Mhm.
dude,
Oh
and
yeah,
listen,
like the guy, the commentator yesterday with the quarterback, the college quarterback. She said about he should shave his mustache. He was doing an interview, and he took it so good, and then he said, "Thank you," and it was so cool. If you haven't seen that, I think it was the Clemson guy. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Well,
mute.
Chris, at least I got pants on.
Well,
you can't prove
We
that.
don't
well,
You can't
Was that a
prove.
requirement?
So you say.
on the other, well, we can't see because your thumb's on the camera.
No.
I didn't get that memo.
Dagnammit.
All right, so let's go back up the rep for a minute because
Yeah.
I'm getting wildly out of control here.
That never happens.
Never.
I'm trying. It's a new year, Missy. Damn it. Okay, Rhett.
There he is. Oh, look at that 45 motor.
I
He
know.
always has the coolest background. Like he knows how to set this up.
That's
Like,
he's
That
a,
he
he's
does.
a
Rhett is the
showman.
king for
I
the
was
day.
going to say
He's a
that's
showman.
that's what he
That's
does.
an affiliate
What's up,
moment,
man?
For sure.
How was your New Year, brother?
Oh man, it was pretty relaxing, laid back, just
Yeah.
decent.
What do you have planned for the year coming up? These are the big questions right now.
Oh man, I'll tell you. Plan for the year is being able to just deal with surprises, I guess. Just
Yeah.
sitting here right in the moment, I didn't expect even to see the few faces that I seen on the screen. I seen Josh pop up there.
Hey, we love you, brother.
Yeah, I haven't talked to you one time since we left from your training. Maybe you want to talk about it on here. I don't know about.
We talked once or twice, I think.
Yeah, so let's talk about the training.
Or not.
Josh.
Well,
Josh, that's
a
you.
little lag there.
Oh,
what
where's
do
the
you guys wanna
malfunction
know,
thing?
Tell us about it, man, because it sounds like shit that we all want to do.
It is an experience for sure, man. It's well worth it. I don't think that anybody's prepared for what it takes, really.
Yeah.
But it is definitely an experience for sure. Rhett's a great teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, he really knows his stuff. I mean, I would rather not learn from anybody but him. So,
Well, tell us about the process. What did you go through over how many days? Like, how was it? How was the whole deal?
I don't remember exactly how many days that we was really in process, but there's a lot of mental anguish with it. I mean, it really tests your mind and your strengths and abilities and stuff, and it'll really wear you down. I mean, but we overcome a lot of things, even things that weren't motorcycle related, even just, getting spiritually connected together. And I think we made a real good time out of it, and we both learned a lot.
Yeah, right on. Very cool. So for you guys that might have missed the show that we had Rhett and Josh on, Rhett's doing this new program where it's almost like an experience program in its own right, but he brings you in and you go through a whole seminar of becoming a wall rider. So you can look for more
That's
information.
incredible.
I know, right? I was super jealous. So we have another new guy on with us.
New guy.
We need to get a screenshot.
Tom, did you notice how he was doing the thing with the thumb? Did you see that? He was doing that thing there.
This thing.
The thumb thing. There's a thumb thing.
You may have started something a new trend, Tom.
Oh my God, he's Tom Thumb. That might be your new nickname.
Oh my.
All right, so I have to just stop for a second here. Like when Chris said, "Hey, we're going to do a call-in
Steve.
show,"
What?
on one hand, I thought it was really super awesome, but then you always worry, what if nobody calls in?
I don't think
Can
you
go
ever have a
back
problem
to
with that.
To the screen of everybody that's here, honey.
Huh?
Can you go bring everybody that's
Yeah.
here up?
I
I
don't think there's
never
a
would have thought we
possibility.
would have had Poppy B, Athena from Vagabond Choppers, Buell Sisters, Franklin Church Choppers, Biker Photog, and a new Wall of Death Rider all at once. Like
Right.
how cool is this? Like
And we had
every
Rhett for a minute.
Yeah, Rhett's in and out.
Yeah. Every
And that's
corner
all
you
you're-
could have asked for is here and
Isn't
represented.
that Steve down in the corner?
Yep.
That's Poppy B. Poppy B.
Hi,
I
Steve.
love that you're here.
Does Poppy B have his audio on?
Papa B.
Oddly
Is
enough,
that Steve Broyles?
yes, it is.
It is.
Oddly enough, I was digging through some stuff yesterday, trying to clean some stuff up, and I found a Vagabond T-shirt that Athena gave me years ago, like brand new. Dude, I was like, me and Dana were talking about you for about an hour yesterday. It was.
Okay, you need to send that over to the house because I think I should have it.
Can I just say, I absolutely have to say, we all call in because we love all the work that you guys do. Source Media is turning into a phenomenon of the new, what's going on and what's happening.
You're badass.
To have Papa B on the same show with me, can I tell you, that's my hero. He's my motorcycle hero. The first time I ever met Arlen Ness, I had introduced myself, and then I told Papa B all about it. And he said, "Oh, you want to meet Arlen?" He's like, go back. They went over, they started talking. I was like, oh my God, he knows everybody, and everybody respects him so much. He's like my motorcycle god. I love him, and he's family. He is like part of my heart. Thank you, Papa B. I love you.
Steve, we don't have your audio for some reason.
Steve, where did you go?
Nope.
Oh, Poppy.
No, we don't have audio.
Well,
Poppy.
for those of you that don't know Steve Broyles,
Okay.
aka
We'll,
Poppy B,
we'll check back with Steve.
he's Stevenson Cycles, and he is just one of the greatest guys. He's old school. He loves teaching people.
Absolutely.
He loves watching people learn and share his knowledge. So like, he's super rad, and he helps Chris all the time learn the cool stuff.
He really
If
does.
it wasn't, Oh,
Sorry.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had half the opportunities that I did, because he encouraged everyone to pay attention to the fact that I actually did what I said I did. So that was cool, and I earned his respect, and I'm always grateful for that. He has always been my hero. That's cool.
He's
Is he back?
awesome guy.
Steve, do you got audio? Nope.
No.
I'm dying to talk to him too.
Me too.
I'll take the finger. He's doing the finger, not the thumb.
That's because Tom has the thumb thing all wrapped up.
So a little story with Steve is I worked with him quite a bit over the last couple of years. Met him at the Smokeout years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve is one of those guys. He will teach you. You will learn from him. And if you don't, he's going to beat it into you. Because he just, I love the guy. There's no punches pulled.
Yeah, he's real.
Nothing taken
Straight
off
up.
the table. Love that guy. Love him.
Yeah, he's no bullshit. He's straight across the board.
I spent probably hundreds of hours with him in the last couple of years.
I'm doing the
working
best
with
I
him.
can keeping this all
Yeah, well,
together.
you get the same feeling hanging out with both of you, because you better watch it, or you know what I'm saying.
You talking about me?
You talking about me?
No,
Oh,
I didn't think so.
you get up there with Mr. Stevenson and Tommy Kiefer working in them pits at the Sons of Speed, and it gets to be a little bit intimidating, is what I'm saying.
Oh no!
All
I'm learning
these
right
feelings
beside
are
you.
coming out of me, like right here, even today in this world. Something so simple, like sometimes when we plan too much for things, you mess it all up, because I've been so excited for the last hour. I practiced putting this thing on here. Lydia got me out this cool tripod. I was like, I know right how to do it. I can do it myself. My friend Crystal, Josh's babe that was on here, she bought me these new iPod earphones when we were down in Daytona, so I can hear better, and trying to adjust to this computer stuff. So I'm glad I got it.
Yeah, man. Yep.
I'm glad I'm not the only dinosaur anymore either.
I know it. No, I'm a dinosaur.
Me
There's a
too.
reason why I'm doing this and Drew's not doing this.
Oh my God! If it wouldn't
Because somebody had to hold the cat.
I was gonna say, where's
like
creepy
if it
cat
totally
guy?
wasn't for Chris last year, I totally wouldn't be doing this either.
Oh, you guys just sit there. You guys just sit there like it's no big deal, but
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It's totally a big deal.
Calm, cool. I'm like, oh my God, we get to go on cycle tours. This is the best thing in the world. What are we gonna do?
Oh, hush up. Listen, you can say that, man, but it is a big deal for us. Like Heather was just saying, the people that are on this screen right now, like, this is so awesome, man. This is so awesome that we get to do this stuff.
This is crazy.
And like, that's what we said was the best thing. You know, we just finished our year in review issue, and we were just doing year-end wrap-ups of these shows. That's been the best thing, man, is that like this technology gave us connectivity like never before, you know, to like really like, look, this is our community, man. This is our community right here.
And you guys stepped right up. You stepped up and did with the cyber rally and all that stuff. That was incredible.
Oh,
that was right out of the gate. No BS.
Dude, there's
Like,
still
you
people
set the
pissed off at
standard.
me. There's still people pissed off at me for the Cyber Rally. I actually went onto the Zoom meeting that I set up for Cyber Rally the other day, and there was 3 people still waiting.
Oh my God, that was so stressful.
One of them was me.
Oh, Rhett, and listen, I'm so sorry. No, because when we started, we like programmed everything. We said, look, it's going to go like this, and this is how we're going to do it. And we originally, what did we say? It was going to be a 6-hour show.
Just a few hours.
Oh my God, we had this like down to the minute. Like it was down to the minute.
And then it was
All
just,
lies.
it was 12 hours later, and people were pissed that they weren't in yet. And we were like, oh my God.
They were getting blisters in their ears from their earphones.
Which I still want to know if that was some kind of record for the amount of guests and the amount of time for a live broadcast like that. You know what I mean? Because
I would think so.
Oh, it had to be. It had to be.
What was the total, or close to the total?
there was 80 bikes.
Do
So
we even know?
I mean,
Wow.
Like there was 80 bikes. There was at least 15 strippers. What? Excuse me, barmaids. Barmaids.
I wasn't one of those.
I'm sorry. Not did I say stripper? What did I say? Stripper?
Well, if you spell stripper backwards, it spells barmaid.
Yeah,
I think I heard him.
I have a question for everybody.
Oh,
I think Steve's got noise.
Hey, how we doing?
Hey, Steve! Woo!
We're back,
Hey,
huh?
Poppy.
Hey, how
Okay.
we doing?
Give him a
He's
lesson.
upside down.
Okay.
Give him a
turn it
lesson,
up
Chris.
right.
There it is.
Turn it back over.
He's a
There
vet.
you go.
There
He's
we
a
go.
vet.
Hey, how about that? Ain't my first rodeo.
Hi, Poppy.
Thank you for all the nice
Hey.
words, guys.
Oh,
We
Oh.
love you.
Earned every one of them, Steve.
Yeah, listen,
Poppy,
every
did you see my shirt?
I did. Huh?
Woo.
You got to show Athena. Look at her shirt. You see what it says?
I'm looking at you. I can only see your handsome face right this minute.
it says
Which-
There,
ladies
look at
ladies
you.
love
I haven't
80s.
seen you in how long, my love?
I miss
Ladies love
you.
the 80s.
Huh?
Woo.
Yeah, you know that.
Is
When
that
you
a
come-
Stevenson?
Coming
Hey,
back out. Look at you. Hey, there. My grandson is
Hey.
named after you.
Nice.
hey, can you believe that?
Yeah, Rhett
What
James.
an honor,
That's what we
too.
named him.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
That's what I'm saying anyway. She might say something different, but that's what I'm saying.
So, Steve Broyles, if I could put me and Mark and Heather up on the screen at the same time, almost every single person that's on this show right now, like 10 of us, 11 of us, you've had inspiration and influence over. How does that feel for you?
You know what? Very humbling. Thank you.
It's awesome, dude. It's awesome.
It's
You
amazing.
totally deserve that.
Awesome.
You know, anytime. You know that I'm here for you guys all the time.
And a more
I'm calling you at 2 this morning.
and a more
That's
patient
fine.
man.
Just make
I'm
sure
gonna
you're
set
up
my
and
alarm
ready
for
to work.
3:30.
Just make sure you're up and ready to work.
You're probably still standing out beside the lift with a coffee at 2 in the morning, waiting for the morning
Waiting
crew
for
to come in.
waiting for you. Yeah.
I'll be like, what
So-
took you so long, kid?
Somebody
What
said
he
they were
does.
doing somebody said they were doing time. You know, they had some time. I was watching the comments,
That's Steve.
and I said that's pretty interesting because when we did the first Sons of Speed, we were 5 days and 10 hours sleep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's that was pretty crazy. 120 hours on 10 hours. So
Okay,
that was a
guys.
lot of fun though.
How many children do you have? Like, how many
Real children.
real children do you
Yeah,
have?
of your own.
That I know of. Or
How many biological children do you have that you know of?
my own that I can attest
That you-
to right now,
yeah.
live on
Live on Shop Talk.
Without fear of incrimination.
six.
Six.
Wow.
See, and
Six.
that's a
15
testament
grandchildren and
to-
two great grandchildren and 2 more coming.
Wow.
See,
Wow.
and I knew you had a big family because you have the patience of a saint.
He
The
does.
way you take people under your wing and share your knowledge with them, whether it be about motorcycles, business, life, what vitamins to take, you really give your time to people. And like that's so invaluable and so precious. And you've done that with everybody here.
He taught me about parasites.
I did.
We don't want to know why he taught you about parasites.
I'm
Yeah, because
talking
they're bad for you.
both kinds too. Both kinds. No, he did. He's a plethora of information.
He is. He's a very wise man.
Very.
You know,
If he-
back in the day when my heritage was back, my grandmother is Algonquin Indian and English, and she would tell us stories, and she was actually the storyteller of the family. So I think that being that was the answer to all of the sharing of what was going on.
You know, it's odd because when you first start talking to Steve and you don't really know him, he's super intimidating. And then once you get past
Agree.
once you get past the intimidation, you find out everything that he tells you from his heart. And it took me years. I mean, it's years that I've known him, and just the past few years, which really pisses me off that I wasn't smart enough to grab a hold of this earlier. That he's actually gotten to the point where we can sit down and there's some of the stuff he says is it knocks you out. You like think to yourself, God, this he's been there, you know.
Mark, you're on the money with that. I've met him several times before I really got to know him about 5 years ago. And I tell you, even the first couple times I met him at events, we had some pretty good conversations, but it was nothing like it was once you really let him in. You know
once you get
he's a little hard around the edges, but he's such a soft one when you know him.
I said there's two people that I know that are like that. Him and Jeff Fording, Pat Patterson's brother. You know,
I love talking to Jeff.
I know they're both the same. I think what they do is they like check you out until they find out that you're worthy of their time, because in all reality, that it's really what it is. I mean, Steve's a busy man, and why would they waste their time on somebody that's not going to benefit their time? But yeah, totally.
What are you doing, Chris?
Everybody's so funny. Chris can't figure out if we're in hell or in heaven. He's going from blue to red. If you haven't figured it out,
he's on both sides.
I'm
getting ready for you to start stripping, Mark.
Everybody wanted to. Heather wanted us to have one blue and one red, so we can both be in heaven and hell.
Everybody pick a color for Mark.
I think the answer. I think the answer with a lot of that is that when you're talking with people, and I've had it happen so many times, and I think this is what makes it a little bit rough around the edges, is that you'll notice, Mark, because you've been talking to people about something, and they'll tell you, no, that isn't how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
And you look at him and go, then why did you ask me the question?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. If you knew the answer,
you shouldn't
why
have.
did you waste my time?
Right.
I will say my husband has been a huge fan of yours for a very long time. I have never had the pleasure of meeting you, but I would love to at some point.
At any time.
So would he.
Yeah, well, I'm always
Maybe
at a show
we'll
somewhere.
drag him out to Bonneville with us.
Yeah.
That'd be
Poppy,
great. That'd be a lot of fun.
What do you think about being our crew chief? Me and Mark with the War Pony this year.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
I thought we were racing choppers.
No, man.
What happened to the
choppers on the salt
thing?
I don't know.
It
never transpired. I thought it was a great idea.
It wasn't racing. We're gonna do that.
Guess I'm gonna have to stop building that.
That's it. I send my shit.
That's it.
Hey, wait a minute. Somebody wanted to pick.
Cancel my order.
Somebody wanted to pick pink for Mark.
I like pink.
I like pink.
I like blue.
Beautiful.
Am I working or what?
My first motorcycle was
He's
pink.
confident in his manhood.
Damn straight I am, Athena. You know me better than that, right?
I know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's all say hi to Rich Petoniak. We were talking about you earlier, Rich.
Hey, Rich, how are you?
What's up, Rich?
I fell asleep earlier. I just woke up.
Oh, you had a big weekend.
Or did you?
Couple late nights in a row, and been up early.
Rich, everybody wants to know one thing. What in the hell is going on in this picture?
Yeah.
He's getting ready to hit him with his Twisted Tea.
Yes.
That's a Twisted Tea smack, right?
He's saying, "Smack me, bro! Smack me! Smack me!"
I think it's
the
like
WWE model, right? That's going to be this new SmackDown.
Like, call me that one more time.
Yeah. What do you mean you can't stay up?
No, I can't. I fell asleep earlier, and I was like,
you gotta come work. Gotta come work with me then, okay?
Right.
Yeah, for a night.
There's no sleep. You'll get plenty of sleep when you're dead. That's pretty much how
That's
that
my motto. Yep.
That is.
I've been running just a couple nights in a row with only 4 hours or so. That's all. No big deal. I'm up. I'm here. I'm ready to go back out in the shop now.
Hey, Rich, are you working on a shovel head?
Yeah.
Donnie says
we call that, don't you, a nap.
Yeah, right.
Okay, wait a minute.
Chris, we had a good time, I thought.
Wait a minute. I got to ask you guys. Who does not know why we put that picture up? This one here. Who's not hip to the Twisted Tea Smack video?
Oh,
I don't think anybody in the world is at this point.
Okay.
I can't believe that guy got back up though.
I gotta, for anybody who hasn't seen this.
How does this guy get back up?
Because he was
He's gonna pop him.
I live on 400 Oxford Avenue, 2 blocks away. And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna walk to you. I'm gonna walk right to my house for you, bro. Oh God, I'm not trying to disrespect
Here it comes.
Once this guy gets
Bro,
back up though.
I'm not trying to disrespect you, bro.
Are you kidding me? Where you from, nigga? Where you from?
He's
Where
gonna
you
pop
from?
him.
Where the fuck you from, nigga? You from here? Get the fuck out of here, you a clown, nigga.
Oh my.
God, you a clown. You from
Clown.
here? You a clown. What, you gonna smack me with that?
He was setting up before he dropped the can.
Smack me. Smack me, nigga. Come on, yeah. Drop it.
Oh!
Yeah, you got yours, buddy.
And then this is what they don't show in most of the videos. He beats a dog shit out of that kid. Beats a dog shit out of him.
You got yours first.
Wait now. Here, there it is again. Wait. There it is. There it is. There it is. One more time. Oh yeah. And that's how you do some shit right there.
That's terrible.
Use number 27 of Twisted Tea
So what
Can.
I want to know, how many of you text message Billy Grotto when you saw that?
Oh God.
Yeah,
There's
I would have needed a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Chris, we did watch
that would have been
in
a
the garage
Detroit
this weekend, and everybody was laughing their ass off.
That would have been a
Reminds me of
Detroit
Cincinnati one
smackdown.
year.
I purposely didn't send it to Billy because I know 12 different people sent it to me.
Yeah, so 1,200 sent them to him.
I text Billy. All I said was smack.
Oh, that's wrong.
Well, and listen, what this spawned was like 975 different parodies, right?
Oh my God. They were
So
flying.
now everybody with like the ability to run a computer at all are making their own videos like this one.
It almost has the same effect as
Start singing some Queen.
Yeah, 12-pack. That's what I got.
Dude, they're doing it to heavy metal. They're doing it to Queen.
And
like,
that brings a whole new meaning to Twisted Tea really gives me a headache the next day.
Who's making the t-shirts? We need a Twisted Tea Smack t-shirt
Oh,
or
there's-
something.
Dude, if they don't profit from this, they're crazy.
And listen, you know who needs to be on the T-shirt? Rick James.
Rick James.
Rick James.
Right.
And it's
Rick
gonna say
James, bitch.
Charlie Murphy. What did Twisted Tea say to the face?
Smack. Oh, that's good shit. Somebody needs to get Dave Chappelle up in his house.
Oh
So
my word.
I have a serious question.
Okay, hang on. Everybody wait a minute. Go ahead.
Well, it's not. I want, because we are starting a new year, and after a year that most people wish they could have skipped, I want everybody does still have a highlight from 2020. Yes. What is your 2020 highlight?
Go ahead. Start with
That
Missy.
video.
Start with Missy.
Okay, so my 2020 highlight is spending months with you two.
Oh,
Really? Okay.
Real-
Pull your head out of their asses and let's hear the real one.
Next.
Okay, well then I won't
Sweet
say that. I won't
Jesus.
say Sturgis and working on the crew. I won't say that.
Well,
Nice.
I mean, you know,
But-
okay, because
no,
I
but
thought
seriously,
that was
because
pretty
we
cool.
did-
Sturgis was great.
we did the cyber rally, and we did bike night, and we did all of those like weekly, video.
We all learned a lot of stuff.
Like we learned a lot. We really did, and I like that is something that I totally would have never learned had I not been at your house. Like seriously, like I really, really, really like that was it for me.
Okay.
Next.
Rich.
You know, my 2020 didn't change at all because I worked every day. Everything was normal. Really, nothing changed.
but you
man.
didn't have a highlight for 2020.
It was
like
essential. Building my motor.
Yeah, that was cool. All right, there you go. Witchy woman build. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Athena.
Nothing changed for me. Everything was the same every day. It was just go to work. Everything was normal. The only thing that you couldn't do was go to bike rallies,
Maybe that was your blessing because people couldn't and you could.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. Ashley, what was your?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I would say, like the highlight, it would have to be like really getting to know my circle of friends this year and like figuring all that out basically. So it sounds dumb, but like you really see who your true friends are when you can't do crap and those that won't do something.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yep.
So, like,
sure.
I'm much closer
like-
with the family, much closer with the circle that I have. And I had some super crappy lows this year, as Missy probably knows. Now that she's my neighbor, which is super dope. I love it. I have a new riding partner. Yay. But yeah, like I become a lot closer with new friends, a lot closer with the family, and just making the best out of it. So.
But Ashley, I know what you mean. Like, you want to say, okay, what do you mean, bro? You can't come over to my house because I need help moving this shit right now. You were here 15 times last week. Don't tell me it was COVID.
Right.
Pretty much. That's what I'm getting at.
All right, Athena.
Oh,
Highlights.
my highlight for 2020. I guess I would have to say people finally getting to know who I really am. And that's because
Brad Gregory still goes to help move heavy stuff.
What's that?
Sorry,
that
my
again?
husband. He's like, I know I'm behind because he's on the other phone and he's like 10 seconds behind us.
Oh, he's on delay. Okay.
Yeah, he's totally delayed. He's like, I know I'm behind, but like when you call up Brad Gregory and be like, hey, can you help me unload a trailer? And he just shows up. That's
funny.
Wait, listen, this is going to be a scary thing when Brad Gregory calls you and says, hey, I have these frozen body parts in my basement, and I need you to come help me get rid of them. Come on. Real okay.
We go
fine.
back and forth.
I said it. I said
The
it.
FBI shows up at his house.
Yeah, right.
So Brad lives like 2 miles from us. So Missy lives 2 miles, 6 miles to the west. Brad Gregory lives another 2-3 miles to the east. And I kid you not, when Brad went on that massive truck of his, like that 3,000-mile thing, guess who took care of his house?
Oh, jeez.
Guess who also, we had to go to California to see Wink Eller, and my Christmas presents to the family were in the backseat of my car. I had to have Brad haul butt to the house on a Saturday before Christmas, bring the presents to the post office so our family could have Christmas.
See, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. The kid is too nice. He's got to have some bodies hidden. I'm just saying.
Leave Brad alone.
He's too nice.
I'm gonna stay completely out of
Love
this
you,
one.
Brad.
I know, we love the guy.
Let everybody answer that question, Christopher.
Did Athena ever get to answer her?
No,
question?
everybody keeps interrupting her.
Athena.
It's okay. That gave me time to think, but my highlight for the year was people getting to know me. A lot of people think they know.
Completely out of this.
Okay, Drew, I swear to Christ.
Did Athena ever get to answer her? No, everybody keeps interrupting her.
It's okay. That's okay. I'm used to it.
So apparently they're really good at racing. They're really horrible on shows like this.
A lot of people think they know.
No, it's Poppy. It's Poppy. I see the microphone.
I swear to Christ. Did Athena ever get to answer her? No, everybody keeps interrupting her.
See?
Oh boy,
It was Poppy. I had to mute him.
Where'd he go?
I muted him.
I don't see him on there.
Do you want me to finish?
Yes. You just keep talking. We'll keep listening.
So when I say people finally got to know who I am, a lot of people who think they know me in the world, they know what they see. But they don't understand when they say, oh, you're patient, you're kind. you're a badass. You'll kick somebody's ass. We don't understand exactly all of it. This year, they got to understand me and the patience where it comes from, because any crazy shit can happen in my life. It's regular. COVID was nothing new for me because I'm used to this. I promise you. And then every once in a great while, it's like this. I get a plateau, but that's not my norm. So people were like, wow, you know, you have to learn things. And I said, yeah. And Chris knows this. I tell everybody, before I want to hear any of your negative stuff, tell me 5 good things.
That's right.
I want the positive, not the negative. So I got to spread that a little among people, and that got them to see who I am truly as a person, because I'd rather have the positive, not the negative. And if you can tell me 5 good things, I'll let you tell me 50 bullshit bad things all day long. I'll listen to you whine, cry, piss and moan, whatever, but tell me the 5 good things first.
Okay, let's go. Let's go with that. Let's go to Tom Kiefer, who's in the bathroom.
Oh my God! I wish I could say what was on my mind too.
All right, then I'm going to do this. I'll stand up.
Hey,
Oh,
at
boy.
least we know you have pants on.
I do have pants.
Wait a
No, I
minute.
got tired of standing.
Rhett's asking for the floor.
I just said I wanted to know if you could hear me. I wish I could say what was on my mind like you did. He's like Tommy Kiefer, who's on the shitter.
No, I'm not.
It's so funny. Like, you know, you
Well,
get on this
it looks
stuff,
like
you
he
wanna
was-
go wild.
It kind of looked like he was pounding one out too. It was a little disturbing.
Yeah.
Christopher.
That
Well,
wasn't
you've
that
seen the
wasn't
old
his
pit road with
that
my
wasn't
foot
his
in my
thumb on the
pants.
camera.
That wasn't his thumb.
That's right. That was way.
Now you're that old guy.
Oh boy.
I have a technical question. Rhett might appreciate this one, being a dinosaur. If somebody texts you and they're on your screen, how do you make it go away without getting rid of you guys?
You just
It'll go away
I'm
after a
not
couple
that much of a
seconds.
dinosaur.
Yeah, it'll just go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, should.
Cool. Because some of you are missing your heads right now on my phone.
So listen.
Not that it's a bad look. But
Before we go back to Kiefer, speaking of something else disturbing, I'm going back up in the comments here for a minute. And Patricia Di Benedetti,
Oh, the expired corpses?
yeah. So she says, where is it? I have expired corpses in my friend's backyard. First of all,
yeah.
Okay. Secondly, do corpses have
Yeah,
shelf
yeah,
lives?
you'll be showing
No,
that.
they
don't have shelf life.
And if a corpse has a shelf life, what exactly are you using that corpse for that there's a freshness date? You know, like
Yeah, where's the expired at there?
If you live in your driveway, it'll smell really bad.
Well,
Where's
the
get beyond
date
smell eventually?
there's
yeah,
got-
where do they put the date?
They're gonna
On the
be-
bottom, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
On the bottom left corner.
Is it like
Toe,
a milk
that's what the toe
expiration
tag
date?
is
Like
for.
a
Exactly.
What's Tommy's
Highlight.
My highlight of 2020.
Yeah, let's hear
A
it.
couple things. My daughter graduated high school.
Yeah.
Was one of my big things. My only daughter. So that was a big one. Even though she walked across the stage with nobody in the audience and nobody in the room,
She still did it.
we got to see it. So at least she did graduate. So from there, I went to Daytona in the spring. So that was pretty awesome. And right before I went to Daytona, I got to visit with three people that are pretty special. Now, because I really got to know them, they're on the other end of the cameras here. I got to stay with Chris and Heather and help finish up a bike and help them out with some stuff and spend some time with Mark that I never really got to do. I kind of knew him from the rallies and stuff like that, but I got a lot of what I say is one-on-one time, having some sweet potatoes and good conversation and welding and sweet potato pie. And
Sweet
He's got
potatoes.
passion is what he had.
And he was a ton of fun.
It was really
Yeah.
it was really more like 3-on-1, but this is not that show. So
It was well worth
Now I
it.
gotta go.
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Where are you going?
We probably had to go.
Put me in the dark.
He's like, that's
no,
it.
you're here.
You're talking threesomes, I'm leaving.
He's like, I'm out.
Poppy.
Those two were pretty good.
There he is.
He's back.
Poppy, tell us what's your highlight from 2020?
Let me think just for a minute. I would probably say Sturgis was really one of the best
For sure.
times. That was probably one of the best times. being out there and being with everybody. Because I think that there's a point in your life when you either got to say F it, and I'll say fuck it, because this is one of those programs,
Yeah.
and not fear what you're about to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us, Mr.
Grab your life by your hands, choke the shit out of it, make sure that it's going to do what you want it to do. Don't fear anybody. And I think the biggest thing is to stand up for your freedom. I think that's the biggest thing you can do. I'm not staying home. Am I afraid of getting COVID? No, I don't think so.
I just had it a couple weeks ago, so
Yeah, I already had it too.
I'm through it.
What did you do with it?
I had 101
Because everybody else
fever.
is getting it. Didn't you fix it up or what? What do I got to fucking get it again?
I had it for 2 weeks, and it was gone.
Oh,
so
Lucky you.
Yeah.
That was lucky.
Yeah, that's good, because I'll tell you, is it a real situation? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I'm not saying it isn't. Is there? But I don't want to live in fear of it. I really don't. I don't want people to. I'm not going to allow people to intimidate me. If I got it and something happened, I've got everybody here that's on this camera knows that I live my life to my fullest.
Right.
Absolutely.
Some that I haven't met yet. I can't wait to meet you. Some that I have met probably know that I'm an asshole at some point in time.
Never.
But only on days ending with Y.
Only on days that end in Y.
Josh, let's move over to Josh.
There you go.
Josh, what was
Well,
your...
I'm pretty sure you guys already know that one. Of course, we talked about it, but right here behind me, as you guys can see.
Nice.
All the Wall of Death.
Wow, awesome.
Great.
Oh, that's cool.
How cool.
Spending time with Rhett, that was the highlight of my whole year. So,
Rhett, does that...
man, are you serious? That's awesome.
Absolutely, man. That was...
Does that
we spent
officially...
probably 3 weeks together.
Hey, if I did it, that would be the highlight of my 2022.
For
I
real,
guarantee
right?
that.
I'm going to tell you, I'm super proud of the way that our training went. You guys would not believe how well he did, and the time that we put in just learning the history of it. It's so much more than learning to just get up on the wall and ride. It's kind of just, it's just living life together for a couple of days, and when you build something like that together, that's really the heart of learning how to ride it.
And the history goes into all of that.
Yeah. Well, you said it yourself. I mean, I don't know if I'm so much of a dinosaur yet, but if I am, I'm trying to give all my years of riding away, because if 25 years in, almost 30, qualifies me as a dinosaur, then I'm wanting to have some baby dinosaurs.
I'm with you on that. My grandson.
What is your name? I've never met you before, have I?
I'm Athena.
Athena?
I don't think we've actually met in person, but I know of you through Sammy, and I mean, a lot of history. Yeah.
All right.
But we're making baby dinosaurs because my daughter had my grandson. He's 2.5, and I take him to the dealers and stuff like that when I go to pick up some parts that I need Harley stuff, and he can tell you every part. He can tell you how the exhaust works. He can tell you everything about a motorcycle, drive shafts on his big thing now is monster trucks. So he's 2.5. He can say methanol goes in it, not gasoline. Cars get gasoline. This needs that. So I like spreading my dinosaur stuff to the baby dinosaurs like you, and I can't wait to bring him to meet you guys, all of you, so that you guys get to share that with him too. It's cool.
I wanted to yell at when y'all. I didn't want to interrupt her like Mr. Stevenson said, but when I heard him get a little free when y'all said, "What was your highlight of the year?" I was about to be like, "Staying home, bitches."
Rhett, tell me about this thing you're going to do on the rollers, the 7 hours or something like that.
Oh man, I was wondering if that was what your perception would be of it, Tommy. And all I was doing on the rollers is I was just creating. I was just creating a moment where I'm going to run my Indian. I'm not going to ride on those rollers for 7 hours. I'm going to ride on the wall of death for 7 hours.
Okay.
So what I'm going to need.
Oh wow.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Information from you, and we're going to run these. We got to run these motorcycles on the rollers for 3, 4, 5 hours, and as testing, and just seeing and what the air pressure and the tires fluctuates, or how much gas am I burning sidewall. I'm getting ready, and I'm in the very the foundation of it right now, and
I love the
just
R&D.
assembling a team of like yourself are going to help me develop and break this record. We're going to wall of death for 7 hours, 13 seconds, and 12 laps without coming down.
So, Rhett,
It's
where are
called
you
the
gonna
wall
do
of
that?
death. We're going to be doing this at. I'm right in the middle of the paperwork, but I'm going to take a leap of faith, and I'm going to tell you right now that we'll be doing it at Destination Daytona at Russ Myers Harley underneath the pavilion. Like I said, all the paperwork and things are getting drawn up with that right now.
And we want to be
but I'm
there
real
and
excited
make
about
this
it.
and make this a
Definitely
live
wanna be
event.
there for that, for
We
sure.
want to do this as a live
Man,
event.
I've got a group of people around that I'm working with. Chris, you know 40 real well down in Daytona, so he's collabing with me and just helping me create the story. Lydia has been working endlessly, putting this shit down on paper. Tommy, you're gonna dig it. Mr. Stevenson too. I couldn't wait to say hi to you on there. I didn't want to interrupt or get nervous talking to him, because my whole life I know Mr. Stevenson for 10, 12, 15 years, something like that, and I've always called him Mr. Stevenson, and that's what I continue to call him. And it wasn't but till a year or two ago I knew his name was Steve Broyles, and I think he one day when I talked to him at the racetrack, I'm like, and even Freddie's like, what's his name? I said, that's Mr. Stevenson. And I called him Mr. Stevenson, and he always laughs at me. And I don't know how long until I put it together that it was Steve.
No, I'm losing him.
Oh.
Mark, what?
Whatever. I did. Did I lose you?
He's stuck.
Yeah, you keep coming in and out on us.
I started calling him Papa B in like 2005.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than some of the things that were called.
Listen, Athena. Speaking of calling people stuff, when you first hit Rhett with that dinosaur line,
PMA gang, I ain't gonna let that dinosaur get the fuck under my skin.
But I kind of felt like that dinosaur line was like
but PMA gang, baby. Positive
it was like
a smack. You gotta get on.
It was like dinosaur.
PMA.
It's like a twisted T smack.
Dinosaur.
That's
Guys are killing me.
I am a dinosaur.
Make my head hurt.
Watch it.
Mark, did you have any
All right,
highlights
Chris.
from 2020?
Heather,
Dinosaurs are cool,
now.
though. Dinosaurs are cool. That's
Say,
what.
I make Chris
whatever
feel
you
old
think
on a
about
regular
it.
basis.
Yeah. Dinosaurs
Gotta
go
roll.
slower. Take
Oh, you
time,
guys-
Dinosaurs.
Pay attention.
All right,
Sweetheart,
listen.
You make us all feel old.
Listen,
No.
all at one time, I want to tell every one of you guys here how much we appreciate, not just tonight,
We're not
individually.
getting off already, are we?
Oh,
Heather, you don't got to go to sleep yet.
And Misty, you're only as old as the man you feel.
There's no
What?
time
That's
frame,
correct.
Chris,
That is
you
correct.
said we could run this show all night long, that you were the boss,
Oh, we
that
can.
you were in charge.
I'm not actually in
Nobody-
charge, but I'll run this shit all night long. I mean,
You will too.
Me too. We're just getting ready,
Yep.
baby.
absolutely not in charge.
Rich, I got a head that I was going to send Rich. He's going to do some surfacing for me.
There's that thing about that corpse stuff again.
I was just gonna say, whoa, wait a second, body parts.
Muted me.
What happened? No, you're still on.
Chris, you're muting me already. I'm going to tell
No, you're still on.
Rhett, just call me, Rhett.
I want to talk.
I love chaos.
I'm trying to get you guys.
Waving.
I'm trying to get your video back. Hang on.
What video?
Their video.
Well, there's no video, Mark. What's your highlight of 2020? Quick.
Oh God, I can't do that quick. 2020 was sort of a punch me right in the face. So 2020 is one that I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say probably the highlight of 2020 might have been the epic pull off of 80 in a day. So
yeah,
to be a
that
part,
was such a great
to be a part of that, and to have the small group of us that were staying in that house that ran around like idiots and actually had the ability to show that we're not all a bunch of drunk losers.
Yeah.
That there's a life out there, and there's we all try and do something good. And then of course,
that's right.
Me and being with Chris for 1,000 years, like an old married couple, and Heather being a part of that, and and being able to do this with Dana is always, to me that's the highlight. The three of us, and then the little time that Dana gets to come in here. That's it for me. You know what I mean? That's family to me. So.
Yep, right on. Chris, do you have a highlight of 2020?
I think it was everything that we've done that makes this now what has been for almost 25 years Cycle Source Magazine, what now makes it Source Media. From the very first things, the fact that we've been doing ShopTalk for almost 5 years now, adding in the shows like Coast to Coast and Cannonball and the bike night and Cyber Swap and then the Cyber Rally, and then all of that adding up to us doing a full-length documentary on Sturgis. Like, to know that like a couple of idiots with throwaway disposable cameras 25 years ago that wanted to take pictures of strippers on motorcycles and get into parties for free, that like now we're doing
Dude, it worked.
Oh, I know. And
It really worked.
and now we're doing like the serious media shit. Like I'm super blessed.
It only took you like 5 years to teach me to take the lens cap off the camera.
Now if I could just get you to stop pointing it at the ground. Oh shit.
Oh my word.
But seriously, like to think that, like we're doing real media stuff now, man, and like we have an opportunity to be part of telling the story for all of this.
Dude, it's been 25 years we've been doing this.
Jesus Christ, I know. We'd have got out for killing someone twice. We'd have been out twice already.
Well, you'd have been let out with COVID.
No, of course, but
But instead, you inspired people to live. Go figure that in the best way possible on two wheels.
Okay, Heather, it's your turn.
For real.
What 2020 do for you?
Yeah, Heather.
Honestly, until I asked the question, I really didn't think I had a whole lot of highlights. And then it struck me how many highlights I really had. Amelia graduated Penn State. That was huge. Chris and I got to spend 2 whole weeks at home with our grandchildren.
Yeah.
Our grandchildren who we had never been able to spend more than a day or two with because we were always running.
That was cool.
But we got 2 weeks with them. Sturgis Live was awesome.
Yes.
But yeah, there were a whole lot of highlights for me this year. And like I said, I think until I asked the question and I knew I would have to have an answer to my own question, I don't think I realized how many highlights I had, because I was in a spot like a lot of other people after 2020 of like, I'm over it.
Okay, so here's a quick one, and like real quick for everybody so that this doesn't go on for hours. 2020 was such a shit show. It was so bad. What was your worst part of 2020?
Ooh.
Oh.
Not going to bike rallies.
Yeah.
Not going to that's that's the worst part. Really, it's
Agree.
just that. Just not
Agree.
being able to do all that stuff. That was the worst part of it. But Chris, your highlight of 2021 was being at Deplorable Friday.
Yeah.
Well, we can't have that conversation until next year this time.
Next
One
year.
year, 1 year
Yeah.
from now.
But as of right now,
1
that's
year
the
from
top.
now, 1 year from
That's
now, I'll
the
be
top,
like,
at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, right, Heather. As of right now, Rich, you got it.
Right now.
I'll buy a shirt. Chris, I got a shirt now too.
Yeah, I haven't even bought a motorcycle yet this year.
You know,
boy.
I was at a deplorable Friday and I didn't get a shirt.
that's
You
right.
know what? I'm gonna get you one. Absolutely, you were there. Now, know what? Now Heather's got to come and Mark.
What, for a shirt?
No, you gotta be.
Oh, I was gonna say, because if it's that, when I come, I'm gonna bring you like 600 shirts because I just cleaned 2 of my rooms out. So,
And by the way, good evening, everybody. Happy New Year. I got on late, but Happy New Year. Hi, Tom. Hi, Heather. Hi, Mark. Hi, Missy. Hi, everybody.
All right. Well, listen.
Finger.
Listen, for some reason, I think I broke the Zoom thing, so I can't bring you guys back on.
Stay.
oh, it's not pulling the pictures back up.
No, it's not bringing the
Damn
shot
Zoom.
back up.
Well, Chris, I'm getting out of here. Chris, Heather, Mark, thank you so much for having me.
Always a
Yeah,
pleasure.
he's gonna be
Yes,
work
sir.
early.
No,
Yeah.
listen, what I was
Good night,
saying,
Tom.
what I was saying earlier, each and every one of you guys individually for everything that you add to everything that we do here personally and for the different businesses, thank you so much. Thanks for being here with us tonight, and thanks for everything you're doing for everybody out there, because you all have a place. Like each one of you guys, man, are doing something to inspire this community and move it forward. And this is the shit that we preach about all the time, how, it's our turn. You guys all represent our generation. It's our turn to do this stuff, and you're all stepping up for it. I'm so proud of all of you.
And you guys inspire us to do that.
Yeah, but
So
you
we're
guys are
grateful.
leading us.
You are the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love you guys.
absolutely.
Yay.
Love you.
Yeah.
So I'm like the big toe.
So you're the idiot.
Done so much for Drew and I and the Beal brothers, and it's just you don't know how to say thank you enough. So
Right on. Well, thanks for being
I
here with us,
second
guys.
that.
We'll talk to you again real soon. Happy New
All right,
Year.
I'm
Thank you,
leaving.
everyone. Happy New Year.
See ya.
Happy New
Chris, I'll
Year.
call you tomorrow.
Happy New Year.
All right.
Happy New Year. Love you guys.
Love you. I love everyone
Right on.
on there.
Good time.
Real quick, there were a couple people in the comments that said their highlights, and one in particular. Well, actually, a couple of them I'd like to repeat. First of all, Rudy Rudzinski. He's from up here in the Northeast, and we had the pleasure of shooting his flathead a few years ago.
Yeah, buddy.
He said his highlight of 2020 was being sober for 25 years. So, amen. Way to go. And then Big D, Dennis Stauber. And I say this very humbly. He said his highlight of 2020 was being able to meet you, Mark, Missy, myself out in Sturgis. So
Yeah, buddy.
that's extremely humbling, Dennis. Thank you so much. And we feel the same way when we get to meet people
Yeah.
out on the road like that. It's
freaks
just
me
so
out
good
till I
for
get to
our
know
soul.
them, though.
And that
It
was
really
our
is.
statues.
Yeah, right.
I know. And I'm just so you guys know, I'm looking down to read the chat so I can reference people. So please forgive me. Let's see, I got a couple here. Somebody again very humbly said, still getting Cycle Source. That Cycle Source is still here. So, that being able to overcome and work through that, I guess, has to be one of the best highlights of 2020 is still being here. So
Absolutely. And we want to take a minute and thank all of our sponsors for this, because everyone you see in the logo roll there, especially Dennis Kirk for, being our studio sponsor, giving us the space to do this, and all of you guys for letting us do it, Chopper Town for helping carry it, the Broken Spoke, the Iron Horse, everybody who helps put this out. It's been an absolute pleasure. We're kicking off the year with this call-in show, but within the next week or so here, we're going to be doing the year in review, which we'll actually be announcing this year's best ofs from Cycle Source magazine. We'll be announcing the winners from that. We'll be doing our year in review wrap up, and I think we're going to try to get everybody from all of the shows to come on. So, everybody.
we're
from
gonna
all
do
the,
a host show?
Yeah. So
that will be awesome.
all the Source Media Group hosts from all the different shows we're going to have come on to one show and have everybody there to do all the announcements and everything. So look for that. And you have an announcement about a special guest coming up soon too, right, Heather?
I do.
Yeah, you said we're having a really big show pretty soon. That was.
Oh, we are, but
you can't talk about.
All
it.
I can say is that it's on the 17th, and you're not going to miss it. You should not miss it. Rather, you're not going to want to miss it. But I can't tell you who it is because we're going to be making some surprise announcements. So January 17th, you have to tune in.
There was some
good stuff.
There was some other news bits, and normally we do the whole thing where it's like, hey, Shop Talk every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's 120 minutes, all the bullshit we can fit. Starts off with a little program called The News, and we do this roll thing like this. But tonight we're just going to go right to it because I want to talk about this. This was Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Retired priest motorcycle among items stolen from church property. What kind of dirty bastard steals a priest motorcycle?
The only thing I can say about this is the only thing he was concerned about of them stealing his motorcycle is if they were going to use the parts for something, use it to build something cool.
Yep.
That was that was his only concern. This guy's my hero.
What kind of dirty bastards?
And 03 too. 03, I think it was a Heritage Softail, if I'm not mistaken.
Give him his motorcycle back, you pricks.
Yeah,
what's wrong with you, man?
I would like to see one of the local Harley dealers step up
Yeah.
and give him a motorcycle because he did make a statement in there. And I mean, yes, he's a priest. He's supposed to say things like this, but I truly feel that he meant it. If they sold the parts, he just wanted it to do them some good, whether it be buy food, buy clothes, pay rent. So he truly, for him, if he knew that was what they did with it, it's a gift, and he wasn't going to pursue it.
Yeah, he definitely took it in stride, that's for sure.
He took it in the pants, dude. It's terrible. So some other industry news real quick. Chop Cult, big supporters of everything we do here at Source Media. Their 2020 Year in Reverse is up. Lisa does a great year-end wrap-up. It's up right now. You can go to chopcult.com and check that out. Chopper Time is on and a go. If you were looking to make plans or waiting to see if you should, it's on, so don't worry about that. I do want to remind everybody, it turns out this whole shit show is connected to a little bit of business, so you can go over to cyclesource.com anytime you like, and we do have a few little collectibles that we put up here in the store, and you can buy a t-shirt or subscription to the magazine, and it goes a long way. So, of course, when the website works, it's even better. No, but Hot Leathers is making all of our apparel now, and they make some bitchin' stuff for Cycle Source.
Yeah, we're going to be launching some new stuff this year, too.
Yeah,
and what do you mean the website's not working?
I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
It actually
don't scare me like that. Damn it.
Hey, listen, just so you know, I was going to wait to do this off the air, but it actually goes straight to hotleathers.com. So, which is good for Andy.
Wait a minute. What goes straight to hotleathers.com?
The Cycle Source store button.
Buy Source gear. It's supposed to.
Well, there you go. Look at that. Shit's
if you want
right.
to subscribe, it goes to subscribe. You don't even know how to use your own website.
Look, man. So anyway, man, we just wanted to get together tonight for a little bit. Let people who are watching these shows all the time participate, and hopefully we'll do this once in a while. This seemed pretty cool. So.
I think we should do it at least quarterly. That's my vote.
Yep. So we'll let you guys know. We'll put an ad out there and let you guys know when we're going to be doing it. Until we get back with you in the weeks to follow here and get 2021 ramped up to be a far better year. I'm hoping. I'm praying. Otherwise, you're going to see me like this a lot. It's going to happen.
Wow.
It was so good. Because right after that, the other guy was on his ass on the floor, too. But that's, again, this isn't that show.
It's a whole other story.
Anybody got any closing comments?
I got a bunch of closing comments.
I got a bunch. No, man, I loved tonight's show. I think it was a little crazy, but so are we. I'm looking forward to doing a whole lot more of these. I'm really looking forward to going up to Poppy V's.
Was there more? I thought I was going to say somebody bump Heather.
I mean, I could keep going, but we've gone on for an hour and 40 minutes.
Well, listen, we're going to cut you guys loose then. Again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check us out every Sunday here, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays Coast to Coast, Wednesdays Cannonball Chronicles, and coming back very soon, the Cyber Swap every Sunday also.
Right on. And we want to know who you guys want to see on here. We are open to suggestions. Drop them in our, how do they say slide it? I don't even know how to say it. How do the kids say that? Slide into my DM or something? I don't know.
Back in the day, we said drop a dime.
Drop a dime.
Yeah.
Oh, drop a dime.
Drop a dime.
Onto Cycle Source.
All right, man. Listen, we're going to cut you loose. See you next week, where we will come back with more Shop Talk. Same chopper time.
Same chopper channel.
Bye, Felicia.